Now this homework is all about energy. Now remember that there are two different kinds of processes. They look like this. One is, so there's endergonic, where energy is stored here. And then there's exergonic, and that's the process where our energy is going to be released. And make sure you remember the differences between these two. Now, with energy coupling, it's important to remember that the entire exergonic reaction is on the left, and then the entire endergonic reaction is going to be shown and found on the right side. Now, we're just going to go through a real-life example of energy coupling. So here is a cycle. This shows how ATP, right here, and ADP are in the same cycle. So ADP, which is adenosine diphosphate, is found in cells, and in order to create ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate, we need to add another phosphate, this one right here. All right, so phosphate has a negative charge. So in order to add it to the ADP, we need energy to be able to do that. So we harness the energy, which is being shown right here. We harness that energy, and it's going to help add that phosphate to the ADP. So then we end up with ATP. The ATP then moves around the cell to perform their functions. A phosphate is going to be lost and energy is released during this process, which is right here. And it returns back to being ADP without that extra phosphate. So this is a cycle that's just going to keep going, and then we can see how both exergonic and energonic reactions can work together. So with food calorimetry, we just need to remember that when calculating it, that it takes 1 calorie to raise 1 gram of water each degree Celsius. So if you have 10 grams of water, we know that each gram is going to require 1 calorie for every degree it increases. So we'll start with our change in temperature. It starts at 19 degrees and increases 24 degrees to reach 43. We need to multiply that by 10 because that's how many grams of water we have, and the water will increase by that amount. We need then to find the answer in kilocalories, because that's what the question asks for. So we're going to divide it by 1,000. Then, to find how much it changes per gram, we're just going to divide by the number of grams. So in this case, we can tell from the chart that it was 1.08 grams. So for the homework questions that are about the 449s, you can go back and refer to the video from day 25 if you still need a refresher.